Okay, the one thing that I must tell you is there's been a lot of talk about whether I am or am not a scamster. And I know I said with this YouTube channel, what I want to do is I want to teach you how to publish magazines essentially and build a magazine empire. But I'm being forced to explain, am I a scamster or not? Okay. So let me respond just very briefly without getting into the politics of it. So first of all, whatever's been in the media and you click on the link, etc., and you see what's there, and if you go onto all the social media sites, etc., etc., everything that's been said about me, if you take away all the noise and the fluff and all the rumors and the warmongering and all the nonsense, I mean, it's so far-fetched. It's just ridiculous what has been said. If you take all of that away and you simply have a look at the actual story, there are two things of contention that need to be addressed. The first is that there are two things, very important things that they are saying, that my detractors are saying. The first thing is that I purposely took money for advertising and didn't place the ads. In other words, didn't print that publication. The second part of that is true. I did take money for advertising and I didn't print that publication. But, having said that, it was never purposeful. What happened was my partners decided they wanted the company. I had a huge dispute. There was a massive war. And as a result of that, we ran into financial difficulties and were on the skids. So it was never the plan. It was never purposely done. It just happened that way. Just happened. The company liquidated, and that's what happened. That's all. That's all. I couldn't honor that advertising. So that's the first thing. The second thing, so my point there is a very simple point, and that point is that it was not purposeful. It was not purposeful. I didn't purposely go out. I wouldn't do that. And besides, we're not even talking about money. We're talking about a few guys. I mean, if it's 50 grand, it's a lot of money. Okay, I know that's a lot of money to some people, etc., etc. But you know what? For a guy who's done millions and millions of rands in advertising, this was just ridiculous. Anyway, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that that's my actual business model. This is now the second thing that I need to deal with. In other words, what they're saying, what my detractors are saying, is that I set up a business to scam people into advertising and then never print my magazines. And that is total, absolute bullshit. What they forget to say is that I have been publishing since 1993. And as a matter of fact, in my lifetime so far, I have published literally, I'm not exaggerating, millions. I've printed millions and millions and millions of magazines. I've done huge turnovers. I've done hundreds of millions of rands worth of business and delivered on those promises. And as a matter of fact, I had a run of about 16 years of every month printing magazines. So just the fact that somebody can say, "Ooh, this scamster's come along and set up a business to charge people for advertising." I've been in this industry for years and years and years, and that is not what I do. And that is just the stupidest thing ever. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. You just got to look at history and you'll know that I genuinely am a publisher and I am above board. Yeah. So those are the two things. Number one, that I purposely didn't print advertising, which was never the case at all. I hit the skids financially and couldn't do that. And number two, that I purposely set up a business to scam people, which is absolute bullshit. I've been in publishing and media since 1993, which is 26 years now, and it's only this one occasion that I actually didn't deliver on my promises. There were no other occasions. Before that, as I say, I had 16 years of publishing literally every month. I mean, we've made hundreds of millions. I've built houses and had properties and just built. At the peak, our publishing house had 162 staff members. You know what I mean? This is just, it's ludicrous. Anyway, I trust that you will see past all the bullshit and all the nonsense and see the real thing. You know what? Just logic. Just logic. Why would somebody do that purposely? Just logical. Anyway, there's no law against being bad at business, and that's what I was for a time. And that's what I'm paying penance for. Have a great day.